Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Marius Nicolae. I'm working for the Secretariat. I'm the project officer for Priority 1. I'm going to say in a few words what we want to achieve under this priority now in the second call. This is the first specific objective that we are dealing with. As you can see, it is called Improve Framework Conditions for Innovation. And the most important thing that you have to keep in mind for the second call is that it's a restricted specific objective, so we will have only 3 main areas in which we would like to receive projects, and these areas are the following: commercialization of research results and technology transfer. Of course, this is one of the main results that the program is looking to achieve under Priority 1. And in the first call, we were not very successful in attracting relevant projects. So if you will go and have a look into the cooperation program, and not only under Priority 1, but maybe you should also have a look in that first section at the beginning of the cooperation program, where we talk about research and innovation and the legal background and the territorial cohesion. You will see that what we want to achieve with these results is to facilitate the interaction between quadruple helix actors, mainly to help universities to bring their research results into the markets, to transform knowledge into marketable products. One key lesson learned from the first call was that usually the public sector is not involved in this kind of partnerships. So when you develop a partnership for Priority 1, please keep in mind that we really look to see quadruple helix. Like we want to see public administration, or civil sector, we want to see industry, we want to see research institutions and universities. And of course, also when I say industry, I also refer to companies, to private companies which are dealing with innovation issues. The second element is cluster policies and transnational cluster cooperation based on smart specialization approaches. This is a very, let's say, hot topic now at the level of the European Commission. Recently, they launched some smart specialization platforms. One of them is dealing with the industrial modernization, for example, the other one with agri-food and energy. So what we like to achieve here is somehow to match clusters which are rather local and have this proximity approach, to integrate them into a broader transnational approach, into smart specialization strategies, which are a cornerstone for development strategies and which are trying to uptake local clusters to a transnational level. Management of intellectual property rights for supporting innovation. Of course, here, for example, if you have a nice idea, a nice innovative idea, and you want to protect it, we can offer financing for this. Industrial trademarks, for example, or I don't know, commercial strategies, for example. If you have such innovative commercial strategies in mind, and you want to, before putting your idea on the market, you want to protect it, then maybe you can develop a project and apply for financing. It's a high competitive specific objective. I can tell you that from the first call, the rate of approval was under 10%. So you have to keep in mind that you compete with strong lead applicants, with well-established institutions, with people who are very witty in writing project proposals. So they know what keywords to use, where to put the information. So they have also good ideas because they are exploring and benchmarking their ideas on the transnational level. So as you can see, the budget is for the second call. This is one of the reasons why we went for a restricted call. for this specific objective is only 7 million euro. Rough calculation divided by 3, I mean, if a project is around 2 million euro, that means that we can probably fit 3 maximum 4 projects under this specific objective for the second call. That's why I'm saying that the competition will be very high, and the projects, they have to be really well written in order to make it. And now we don't have a 2-step procedures, now we have only 1-step procedure. So you will have to really convince us in your application form that your project is worth financing. Now we move to more positive news, which is specific objective 1.2. There is no restriction under this specific objective. Here we deal with increasing competencies for businesses and social innovation. Some keywords: entrepreneurial learning, innovative learning systems, entrepreneurial skills, social innovation. So we are looking to receive projects in this area. From the second call, I can tell you that the rate of approval was even lower than in the first specific objective, so around 5% of the projects which applied. Here, I would say something that we noticed in the first call and we want to avoid for the second call is to see projects which are flipped from another, I don't know, financing instrument like a national string program to this specific objective. This is not something that we are looking for because we know that there are a lot of national string programs which are financing human resources development, and then there is this dynamic of of moving projects from this local level to a transnational level. And this was not a successful approach, actually. So, as I said, there are no restrictions on this call. Sorry for the writing, it's quite small. But it's basically a reproduction of the cooperation program. So if you look into the cooperation program, you will see that we look to receive projects which are aiming at improving policy, learning, and adapt human resourcing to technological changes and market requirements. So we are looking to help businesses to cope with the technological transformations that are happening. We look to improve entrepreneurial culture and learning skills and competencies, and to basically to build innovative learning systems. It is very important under this specific objective also to keep in mind the social dimension of innovation. So if there are projects which are also dealing with brain drain, for example, but from an innovative perspective, then they are welcome to apply. We don't look to have hard infrastructure projects or big investments, and we don't look to receive projects which are addressing social innovation, but without accounting for this for the policy uptake role of our program, because as you know, we are trying to act as a policy driver in the Danube region. So then we also have this policy component inbuilt in our. We like to see a policy component inbuilt in your project proposal. There are some more money on this specific objective for more than 14 million euro. That means that we can probably accommodate around 7-8 projects, which is double than what we can accommodate on specific objective 1.1. We like to see focus. We like to see projects which are proposing a vision, a change, and which are focusing on something which is tangible. So, because the risk under this specific objective is to go very general, and that was not a positive element for the proposals under the first call. So that's it from my part. If you have questions, I kept it general because I know that if you have specific questions, then you will ask. If you have already some concrete project ideas for bilateral meetings, we are in the office.